Hi, in this video we're going to talk about outsourcing certain tasks in your Amazon business to free up your time and make it more of an automatic process and more of a business that you can then scale. So basically, at the beginning, you're doing everything. You're answering customer service emails, you're launching the product, you're doing the sourcing. It all takes up a lot of time. Personally, I got down to about an hour a week on my Amazon business. Why? Because all the tasks were pretty much done by other people, and then I would just do final decision making in 1 or 2 hours a week maximum. And when launching new products, I would of course review the final samples, etc. too. But you can get this business down to just a few hours a month and still make solid income from it. So what tasks did you outsource? Of course, the tasks that basically don't really add a lot of value to your business. As the business owner, you want to be focusing on the stuff that's going to 2x or 5x your business, and also the stuff that's going to stop you from getting into trouble. For example, if you're not doing the sales taxes or VAT right in certain countries, that can lead to a lot of problems for your business later. So you want to make sure you've set up the right processes, the right systems for those kind of things as the owner. You also want to be thinking about, what's the best way for me to double my business? Is it to add a second product, a third product, a fifth product, a 10th product, or is it to expand to a new market like going into the EU? Those are things that you should be focused on. And then day-to-day tasks, which are not as important, you should be outsourcing. And before even giving it to another member of staff or finding someone to do it, there's so many tools now out there for Amazon that a lot of things that we need to do on a daily basis can be automated. For example, it used to take me ages to do profit reporting, to work out exactly how much money I'm making every day across different products, etc. That's why I created the tool CashCowPro, which I then have sold as well. I sold the whole tool, the whole business as well. But basically, that's why I created it, was because at the beginning, it was just a nightmare to do all of these admin tasks. But now there's dozens of tools that can calculate how much profit you're doing, that can track your keywords, that can track your rank, everything. You don't need to manually do these things. So you don't need to manually hire someone to do it either. Right, so the first thing to do when you're outsourcing is look at what are you doing day to day, and what tools are there out there that you can pay for that will do some of those things. So for me, I use tools for profit management, for the automatic emails. I use tools to check stock, keyword ranking, product performance. Those are the kind of tools that will really help your business. Why? Because in an instant, you can go in, look at the dashboard, and you can see exactly how your business is doing, and boom, you know what actions to take, right? There's some things that you cannot just outsource to a machine, and one of those is customer service emails. So I recommend outsourcing that as soon as you can. It's not really many a month. Even with tens of thousands of orders in a month, we're only talking a handful of emails a day that we were receiving from customers with regards to the item. So it isn't that much. So I recommend finding someone part-time to do that, remembering that it needs to be checked every morning and every afternoon. So it is 7 days a week, and not many people are willing to do that. You might need to split it up across 2 different people, have someone who covers say Monday to Friday and someone who covers the weekend for the emails. And tell both of these part-time people that they may need to cover the other if suddenly there's an emergency and someone's away. And the best place to find people for that kind of part-time work is a site called Upwork. And basically, I've hired loads of freelancers through here. I spend tens of thousands of dollars a month on staff through here. And you can find people who can do 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day for X number of dollars, and who will do your customer service emails. And the way we handled that was, let's say a question came in or an issue came in, we basically built a template. If this issue, do this, right? If customer complains there's a small problem or some minor thing, give them a 25% refund. If customer still complains, give them 100% refund, right? Very simple, step-by-step process for what to do in what situation. And after selling the product for a couple of months, it's very obvious that the same things came up over and over and over again. So the templates were very easy to create. And if something different came up during that time, we just created a new template for it. So that means we just had to do one new template every now and then when a new issue came up, and then we could use that same template anytime that issue came up again. So definitely outsourcing customer service emails, but there's nothing wrong with you once a week going in and just looking at all of them just to see what's there, seeing what people are saying. Again, with checking reviews, you want someone on your team or someone part-time monitoring those, so when there's a negative review, that their job is to then respond as quickly as possible to that negative review to see if they can help fix the issue for the customer. It can be the same person doing the customer service emails, for example, initially. But again, even though you're outsourcing this, as the boss, like for me, the most important thing was knowing what's wrong with my business and my products and why are people complaining. Why? Because it shows you how to be better in the future. So for my software business for Amazon, every Friday I would read thousands of customer service emails. Why? Because that's where I learned the most about what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. And it's the same here. You do want to still spend some time checking customer service emails, some time checking reviews, but outsourcing the day-to-day of it to someone else. But by checking it, you've got your finger on the pulse. You know how your business is really doing. Another really time-consuming area was sending source emails for me. If I'm sourcing free products, and I want to contact all 3,000 factories that exist for a certain product, that could take hours or days. So I outsource this to someone else. I give them a template, they copy and paste the same template to all the different factories, and then the emails go back into a special sourcing inbox so I can see the replies. But sending out, I don't need to do. Someone else does that. And then filtering through those inbox, you can get someone to filter through those inbox, put the products all into a single Excel or Google spreadsheet, and from there you can look at it. All of this saves a lot of time because that process is very, very manual to source and to find prices for products and do the initial contact, because there's hundreds of emails are just junk. I get hundreds of junk emails and I'm constantly blocking factories because they keep sending me rubbish not related to what I'm doing at all. The other thing is, when you're outsourcing, it's just to do one task at a time. Don't try to outsource everything. Just look at what you're doing day to day and take away the low value things which someone else can do that then, it frees up your time to focus on your business or enjoy more time with your family, whatever it is you prefer. Set up a system for it, set up a process. So for every task that I outsource, I have a checklist, a process, what needs to be done, how we monitor that, etc. And then someone's given that. As I said, I recommend Upwork, but I do recommend trialing people. So I tend to trial 3 to 5 people and then choose the best person to do the job. So if I'm asking someone to do customer service, I'll choose the top 3 people who I think can do it. I'll give each of them a time slot to do it. I'll see how they respond to me, etc. And then I'll choose the best person and go ahead. And the good thing about that is, yes, I pay for the trial, but I've got the best person that way who's done a trial, who's shown me they can do the job, but I've also got 2 backup people I can go to if actually that first person doesn't work out, because I've trialed other people too. I know what kind of level these other people are as well. So it just gives me more of a plan. But you'll find that you can outsource the vast majority of your Amazon business, right? If you list out all the tasks you're doing, like checking the change in reviews, there's software that can do that. Checking change in inventory, there's software that can do that. So really, you can get, for paying a monthly fee, it's probably cheaper to pay software than it is, spending your time on it. You can automate most of the tasks. You can outsource the majority of everything else, and you're just left as the decision maker, spending a few hours a month reviewing the profits, reviewing the progress, and thinking about expansion. And then you're really setting yourself up to grow your Amazon business.